these children here are going to complete school. And many of them complete school, and for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, they are still staying in their father and mother's houses. And it is their father and mother providing food for them to eat. We want our young people to finish school and be able to find jobs so that they can earn money for themselves, they can get married, they can also have children and take their children to school. The English people say, don't give me fish, teach me how to catch my own fish, so that anytime I want fish, I can go and catch it myself. And I'm telling somebody that the young people of Ghana are saying, don't give us mobile phones. Give us jobs and we'll buy our own mobile phones.
President Akuffu, Bawumia and the NPP cartel will always engage in such wicked acts of lying and defaming people. He asked a question. It's on page 33 of the Japadia document. The document that has intentions of whaling this country to the descendants of Nana Addo and Bawumia. Page 33 says, the 2020 elections will not be easy for us with the current happiness. We need to set up, because it was written before 2020. Now, moving forward, we need not to be quiet about the Airbus scandal. Even though we don't have enough evidence to indict Mr. Mahama, a lot of Ghanaians are buying into our approach. Let's not stop. Let's keep hitting hard. This is in the Japadia and in federal states, because President Mahama is the only one who can stop Mr. Akuffu and Alhaji Bawumia from willing the properties of this country to their descendants. Only President Mahama. And that is why you find Mr. Akuffu mounting platforms and saying he will never hand over to President Mahama, because he knows what he has done and he knows what President Mahama will be doing to him. You see, Roland, I said here that if I were Bawumia, from today, this morning, I would just put my hands on my head, and every 2 minutes I'll do Every 2 minutes, because I have been salivating to know how Nana Addo and Bawumia ended up in the pocket of Nyantechi. I keep asking myself, Nana Addo with his size was able to go into the pocket of Nyantechi. Next year by this time, inshallah, you and I would hear from Nyantechi how he conquered Mr. Akuffu with $5 million, put him in his pocket. How he conquered Bawumia to the extent Bawumia was shaking the head like a lizard and he put him in his front pocket.
Nyantechi says
we
that
will understand.
You are just huffing
yes. So next year, don't worry. Next year by this time, we will hear more. I've been salivating to know. The day Mr. Akuffu took brown envelope with 2 hands and they pulled it back and he sat down, I kept asking myself, how much will be in this brown envelope to the extent Mr. Akuffu will be shaking to take it? Next year by this time, prime suspect 1, Bawumia and Nana Addo, will be explaining to us how they took those things. And Roland,
how do we create the right atmosphere? Ask the question.
Yes, I feel that the Ghanaian people are highly interested in accountability. I will say it 1,000 times that I'm a young man growing up. I want Ghana to prosper. I want the unborn generation to grow into a country that me, together with my generation, will set up and do well. At least, Mr. John Tue's generation have had people like Nana Addo and the rest who have mixed their gari with stone. But us, our generation, we would expunge such people. 1.8 million Ghanaians, I keep saying, are unemployed. Why are they unemployed? Because of corruption. Because people have siphoned funds that could have been used to create jobs for the youth of this country, and they put it in their pockets. 1.8 million Ghanaians are unemployed. Why? Because we have an insensitive government, a wicked one, that has missed priority. Instead of putting 1 billion in creating jobs, they go and dig the world's most expensive hole with 1 billion in this country. You know how many jobs that could have been created? Contractors are not being paid. Why? Because Akuffu and Bawumia and their ministers have awarded contracts to only their cronies, brothers, and the latest is Bawumia's own. And within 2 days, Bawumia's brother was paid over 70 million. 2 days. There's a contractor in this country watching me this morning. Government owes him just 500,000. It's been 6 years. Government has refused to pay him. Yet Bawumia's brother was paid 70 million within 2 days. It's sad how people wake up in the morning to find their banks collapsed. I was watching G and Indu roam at his banks, and he looked at the bank and he cried. He wasn't crying just because of the building, but because of the teller, the security man, the cleaner, the banker who have been sent home, all because of the negligence and wickedness of Akuffu and Bawumia's government. So you see, next year, a lot of things will be done in this country, inshallah. And like I said, the right precedent has been set. When Bawumia's corrupt balls are held and squeezed, let no one sneeze in this country, because they will be asked to account, would use all those funds to develop this country, and the progress of this country will continue to lie in the hands of the nation builder, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.